Sometimes I'll be looking like a blunt pencil in a shirt that's disheveled, then remembering it's easy to look sharp if you haven't worked and only embezzled. Also knowing I couldn't have written this as a letter and then sent it. Words by themselves can be twisted and misrepresented, without voicing what's felt, without the appropriate inflection. With these feelings and emotions that want to bubble up to the surface, seeming random from nowhere, running and jumping like the circus. Keeping these thoughts inside, attempting to make sense of them before they hurt us. More confusing than politics with their quick phrases and word turnings. Always fronting up with honesty, integrity and transparency. This shit's a bit different. It's more winging it like parroting. There seems to be fuck all clarity, though in honesty it's non-threatening. And saying anything at all could fuck up our friendship and hence the end spins. Being mindful of your life and the disrespect you've experienced. Heartbreak from lies and cheating and abuse from the ones that cheer to this. Keeps my tongue from uttering anything that'll intensify anxiety and fuel fear of this. But what I can do is balance that with facts, hoping one day you'll know when you're hearing this. I see it now. Your name is plain as day, carved and etched upon my heart. Feeling and seeing it daily, even on the days that we're apart. Not knowing how else to tell you, but knowing it's you and has been from the start. You're probably freaking not believe it, and seek solace from the stars. Beseeching the kings and queens above, till it's realized who you are. Your meek presence is calming, a soul with more empathy than words can do justice. The way you hold yourself, when the world throws its stones, you smile and say fuck it. Bounce and back like flubber, but with direction, action and substance. A walker, not a talker, building your life with the same arms you hug with. The very same arms that feel like home, there's never head wrestling. You nestle in and wrap around with a contentedness that settles in. This is coming close to those boundaries. At the beginning I mentioned them. Balancing as best I can between genuine and authentic self-expression, and all of you, including unspoken boundaries and respecting them. And in truth I've made attempts at putting physical distance between us, under guises and pretenses, denying how I feel and giving different reasons. I'd be applying for additional positions, trying to flee from these feelings. That'd repeatedly seep up through the walls of a space I'd believe to have sealed in. But I see it now. Your name is plain as day, carved and etched upon my heart. Feeling and seeing it daily, even on the days that we're apart. Not knowing how else to tell you, and knowing it's you and has been from the start. You'd probably freaking not believe it and seek solace from the stars. Beseeching the kings and queens above, till it's realized who you are. Your kindness and compassion for all who are living has no bounds nor depth. Mind and heart so deep, even unrivaled by the Marianas Trench. These words only scratching the surface like the needle on the disc of a DJ's desk. And admittedly, there's a few things that have arisen, speaking so freely as I write and dissect. A little more vulnerable than what I'd usually allow myself to open to. Never been one not to say how I feel, but before now I've chosen to. Instead to show you're worthy of dedication, the same that flows from you. That this time it's reciprocal, words back with action I'm showing you. Not only are you worthy, but deserving of nothing less. Because how many times you've been shit on by the ones who know you best. The same ones you've held closest in the space beneath your chest. How many times have they used you, for your time, your finances, the rest? How many times have they abused you, your love, your kindness, whatever context? And this is just a little list of things you've shared and been open with. My style's a little different. I'd be snipping those bitches. And now it's my turn for some openness. There's more to this admittance. Definitely inappropriate at least, for these mischievous reasons. Putting those thoughts on paper, I'd be arrested, please believe this. So I see you now. Your name is plain as day, carved and etched upon my heart. Feeling and seeing it daily, even on the days that we're apart. Not knowing how else to tell you, but knowing it's you and has been from the start. You'd probably freaking not believe me, and seek solace from the stars. Beseeching the kings and queens above, till it's realized who you are. And know this too, you've already shown up. This trait of yours is consistent. Each time I felt these emotions, I'd freak and flee to resist it. But I can't do that anymore. This denial of self is an infringement. A denial of life that beckons. It calls to my heart, it's insistent. My hesitance to release this, along with many others I've written, in a pile on my desk collecting dust as I'm reminiscing. On each word spoken, on each shared moment we're sitting, then chilling, watching the kids play from our drinks we've been sipping. What you mean to me is priceless. Can't fully comprehend it to describe it. Any words would fall short. No pen on earth could write this. I hope one day you'll feel it and you'll realize this. With all my heart and all my love, your catalyst.